up with this? What?
Good morning, everybody.
It's not
Good morning, everybody. My name is Matt Steen. I'm an associate principal here at the high school, and I wanted to thank you guys for joining us today to celebrate a milestone. That's certainly important to these kids that you're going to be seeing, but also to you. I do want to acknowledge also some of the tenets of the Crest program and the core essentials, building healthy relationships certainly being a cornerstone. As I look around the room, we have a good number of people that are here to support your children day in and day out. Our principal, Mr. Nick, we've got some district folks in the back that are joining us amongst the crowd here too. Our counseling department has joined us as well. We've got paraeducators that are here that work with the kids day in and day out. And certainly our teachers that are working with your kids. And so we appreciate you being part of this community as well. I think you'll see a little bit of fun that comes through in what our kids have accomplished in their time here, which is also another core essential here, but also a little bit of tenacity and some grit that's come with this. This can be a journey that takes different shapes for our kids. And each one of these kids has their own story and their own history that they bring with it. And I hope that they feel really proud of themselves, but also to you guys supporting them too. You guys play a part in that too. So thank you for that journey. I'm going to be handing the mic off to a couple of those leaders that have been amongst their peers. Here they come.
Everyone point now.
Shay Smith-Cutright and Ronan Dow.
Hi everyone. I just fell. Hello everyone. My name is Shay, and we are two of the many Crest student representatives. Today we will be introducing the wonderful staff of Crest. So first of all, I would like to introduce our lovely, where is she? Bev Van Hartsveld. She is out of Bev is the foundation of this building, the one who does everything around here. She greets everyone, knows everyone's name, and I think everyone can agree with me that she is the nicest person here. So, please, everyone, another round of applause for Ben. And now we will be reading off a few names. All right, let's get started.
Carrie Thompson.
Elise Forrester.
Emily King.
George Irwin.
Tracy O'Brien.
Janelle Honeycutt.
Jeannie Bickett.
Jennifer Blazer.
Patrick Rigby.
Sarah Shannon.
Sean Brunson.
And Tracy Waxley. Next up, we will introduce Patrick Rigby to speak. Patrick has been teaching here at Crest for as long as I've been alive, and this year he is taking leave to go to Bali. Patrick has been such a big supporter of all of us, constantly pushing us to do our best. He genuinely cares about all of us, and I certainly will be sad to see him go. CSR salutes you for your work. Everyone, please welcome to the podium Patrick Rigby.
Well, what I'd really like to start with is welcoming Crest Graduation class of 2026. Patrick Rigby. I am blessed to be a part of this school and this program for literally most of my life. I'm one of the lead teachers in the building, along with Jennifer Glazer. And like Jennifer, I'm a graduate of this program. So it is a true honor to be here today to share a few words of reflection and to introduce this class. I get to leave this event today and go speak at a wedding of two students who met in Crest Block. It brings so many emotions to be able to share that with you. And one of my favorite parts of that has been able to say to my classes, look left, look right, you might marry that person. It's like the best faces. It's like the part of being an educator. It's just like, oh, it's so good. It's like the real discomfort, but also that real connection of the people that are around you. And so the other feelings that I have are significantly rooted in the sanctuary of this space. For me, this is the last time I get to make this speech at the beginning of this graduation. I was blessed with a new job opportunity to teach middle school in Bali, Indonesia. And for my family, it was the right time, the right opportunity. And so it's been a real pleasure to have Crest have such a central place in my life and in my heart. Crest was founded in 1971, which for an alternative program, that is some serious longevity. It started in the East Seattle School down in the north end of the island. And Patty North was one of the, what we'll call founders of this program. She actually started teaching here in 1973. And she taught here until 2003. So she did 30 straight years. Actually, she took a leave and taught abroad for 2 years and then came back as well. But 30 straight years. And unfortunately, Patty passed away this year. At her service, I was blessed. Her sister brought me a list. It was a list of every year that she had taught at Crest, who was working in the program, the administrators, and a brief description of the things that had happened that year. The pages were aged, but Patty's handwriting was crisp and precise, like the details that she shared. The words weren't long, but the story was clear. Crest, as a program, has been a bedrock for this community for going on 55 school years. There were stories of budget crises, student survival, staff emergencies, and Crest survived. There were stories of pregnancies, death, and real challenges, and Crest survived. This has not been an easy school year. Washington State schools are facing significant budget issues left and right. Mercer Island High School is currently experiencing some significant tragedies. And Crest seems to have barely weathered a storm to survive another year. But at the heart of Patty's list was that Crest has grit. The program, countless students, staff, administrators that we've seen, have seen the need for this space to fight through rough waters and continue on until we find fairer weather. Patty was an avid sailor, so I had to use that metaphor for her. At her service, other Crest founder Michael Hagan spoke about this program. He referred to it as a sanctuary, a sacred place, a place of refuge. This building continues to be a space that students can come in and find ease. For some, it is their community. It's the one time of the day where they know that everyone knows their name, where troubles are all the same. They're always glad you came. You guys don't get that. But whether it's in their classes or in the kitchen or multiple Crest events that we have throughout the year, this has been a safe place to build community, to have a family. For others, this sanctuary has been building individual connections and healthy relationships. This program gives every kid a chance to build authentic relationships with staff and other students. In a time where so much of our world and our interactions, including our relationship with school, have become transactional, a la carte education to just check a box, Crest offers these students a place to build connections and plant roots, a place to direct their own learning in a chosen community with trusted adults to guide them. This is possible because this program structure both facilitates relationship skill and relationship building. It brings people together intentionally through personal one-on-one moments, as well as whole community events like today, where we get to showcase this sanctuary publicly. So the way this event works is that our staff will come up here and highlight each of these students one at a time. The importance that they've brought to our community of learners. And then we get to honor 3 award winners for the seniors that have really embodied our values. And then we get to celebrate in our favorite way by breaking bread together. The funnest way to say goodbye. So, some of us may have to make an Irish exit and sneak out the back, but we invite you to engage in a Midwestern goodbye by striking up a new conversation as you're trying to get out the door, or making a new friend as you try to leave. We'll wrap up this event in the building before the senior assembly starts at 1:55. So I'd like to invite our first speaker, Tracy Watson.
Good morning, everyone. Miss Talbot, join me. Oh, you're right there. You're close. Close. This is for in case you miss. It brings me great personal joy to share a few words about Layla Talbot. Layla has been a fixture in the Crest community since her freshman year. Creative at heart, Layla has her own unique sense of style and fashion. Whether she is rocking a new makeup style or design or trying out vibrant colors for a new hairstyle, Layla never shies away from being bold. Her creativity is as dynamic and spirited as she is. She is consistently one of the students that we can rely on to get things done. Layla jumps in, takes care of business, and isn't afraid to get her hands dirty. Horticulture joke. She takes the same energy on the field in softball, which she loves, and she has been a fierce competitor at. Sorry. Unlike her favorite sport, Layla isn't pitching any softballs when sharing her thoughts and feelings about life, friendships, and not so friendly ships. Layla is honest and direct, which I respect and admire. I also admire the relationship she has with her small brother, Ben. She is consistently a supportive big sister, giving sound advice, love, and support. Layla is planning on taking gap year next year, and we look forward to hearing from you and what you're going to be doing, and keep that spirit that we love so much. And congratulations. Chassé. I'm honored to share some thoughts about ChaseNet today. Chase has faced some major challenges over the past 2 years, and he has done so with strength, honor, humor, and a quiet determination to keep moving forward. There were difficult moments, but Chase continued to keep learning and working towards graduation. One of the things that stands out most about Chase is his core group of friends who have been by his side throughout all 4 years of high school. They have supported him through climbing adventures, personal challenges, and everything in between. That kind of friendship says a lot about Chase. He is loyal, funny, and deeply valued by the people who know him best. I will miss Chase asking me at least once a day, can I go home? I've never told him yes, but have responded only if you drop me off first. I'm afraid that you've never offered because you thought I might actually take it. That'd be weird. Chase loves seals and has very strong opinions about which seal is the best at talking. It's Hoover, according to Chase, and no other seal can compare. But beyond the humor, Chase is incredibly knowledgeable, especially about history. His understanding of historical events is amazing, and what makes it even more meaningful is his willingness to share what he knows. He contributes to conversations in ways that help others learn and understand the material more deeply. This is a gift that not everyone has. Next year, Chase will attend Bellevue College and then transfer to a four-year college where he will pursue a bachelor's in cybersecurity. Chase, we are so proud of you, your perseverance, your humor, your curiosity, and the person you are. Congratulations. And who am I handing off to?
Thank you. Ava Clarkson. Okay, so Ava, you said it yourself. You were an immature, sarcastic freshman when I first met you. I would say the sarcasm has not changed much, but you've certainly matured a lot. So Ava and I first bonded over horses. I still love seeing pictures of you and your latest beastie flying over jumps. We won't talk about the yonder pouch thing with the phone. So when I needed inspiration for this speech, I looked up for graduation advice for equestrians. So here's what I found. Courage is being scared to jump, but saddling up and riding into the ring anyway. I've lost count of the number of times that Ava has told me, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I can't do it. And then figured out a way to do exactly the thing. Lately, you haven't said you can't. You've just been doing the things, writing the papers, doing the work, getting it done. Never stare directly at the obstacle. In the arena, that means don't get tunnel vision, but it applies to how you move through the world too. Ava looks around. She notices the people that need a friend, a kind word. I wrote this in big text, but I can't read it. Or a kind word, or someone to speak up for them. Ava has been a fierce protector of the people that she loves, and through all 4 years, that hasn't changed. Keep looking past the obstacles. You'll learn more from the difficult horses. Working with them has grown your empathy for difficult horses and difficult humans alike. There's no small thing in the world when empathy is increasingly hard to find. In your slam poem about moving and boxes, you wrote that you're packing again, but it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. I think that's pretty good sentiment for this moment. I'll close with this. I truly believe that being around horses and caring for them, working for them, being responsible for them makes everyone better humans. And speaking as a parent with some firsthand experience, your immediate goal should be funding the passion yourself. I enjoy my daughter's horse shows a lot more now that I'm no longer financially responsible. So as Ava heads into her gap year of riding and pursuing a career in medicine, human medicine, right? I know you're ready for the higher jumps, the new horses, and the new people waiting for you beyond high school. Chloe. Okay, Chloe, I remember freshman you as a quiet, shy student still developing your academic and social skills, working with you just to stay in the room during a presentation, knowing that student-led conferences were your personal demon and form of torture. I won't assume you've come to love them, but I know from what I've heard that you had them fully dialed in this year, and that alone says a lot. What's always struck me about my work with Chloe is that she's always wanted to improve, even when things seem impossible. You found a way. Through a lot of effort on Chloe's part and support from people around her, here we are. Chloe asking to speak at Crest Graduation shows remarkable growth. I haven't had you as a student this year, but I've treasured every random hallway check-in, watching the year unfold in real time. Don't get senioritis yet in January, turned to almost there in March, turned to Chloe announcing exactly how many number of days left since April. Down to the minute. When I've seen you working in the fishbowl this year, it's really clear that you've understood the assignment, not just academically, but in a deeper sense. Chloe's had work to do, and I know it's been a slog at times, but you've shown up anyway and kept doing it. What I've watched this year is the growing confidence and quiet knowledge that you really can do the hard things. That's what's carried you from, can I just present to you and Patrick, to, okay, I'll sit in the room, to introducing the team and then giving the presentation. Chloe has things to say, and now she's unafraid to say them. Chloe, you found your voice, and you've learned to trust it. And as you head to Seattle Central this fall, pursuing a future in psychology, I have no doubt that you'll use it to speak up for yourself and your community and all the things that you believe in. Congratulations. And I believe Patrick is up to say some words about some other students.
Benjamin Bassett, could you join me? Hello. Ben joined Crest this year. He's learned a bunch of skills around presentations, communication, writing, executive functioning, and other important academic skills he'll take with him to college next year. But these have not been my favorite interactions with Ben this year. What I love is seeing the way that Ben takes a niche connection with individuals throughout this building. Most of these niche connections, I think, are connected to geography. And if you know Ben, you know that he's an absolute whiz about our world and all of the locations in it. I can say that Ben and I's personal connection has been around a few geography games on the computer that we both play daily. He walks in and he goes, "Have you done the map tap yet?" "No, don't tell me anything." But Ben's always trying to do the game in like the most ironic way. While I'm like trying to figure out where Kashasa is, Ben is looking for the antipode. That would be the exact opposite place on the globe to get the worst possible score. And he still just smokes me every single day. But simultaneously, while he smokes me every single day, he makes me feel good about my own growth and struggles. And it's not just with me. Ben builds these quirky, kind, shared connections with individuals throughout his day. It's these relationship skills, Ben, that will take you farthest in the world. It's these spaces that you will find success in school, work, and geography game. And as you find yourself in a new environment, you're going to find a whole lot more awkward situations, meeting new people and finding your place. If you can continue to build these connections, you're going to find success. Congratulations. Patrick Onrust. One of the hallmark components of this program is that it's got something different for everyone when something isn't working right at the high school. Patrick came for a visit at the end of his sophomore year, and it was obvious that something wasn't working and that he wasn't particularly happy to have joined us, but he started with us the next fall. And by November, he'd found a reason to stay. Poker. Patrick was running Texas Hold'em tournaments in the fishbowl on a daily basis. Everyone told me that there was no gambling involved, so I'm assuming that that is accurate. Obviously, I am wrong. It sparked enough joy for him to stay through the next semester, and by the beginning of this year, Patrick was a known fixture in the building. Specifically, he was a known fixture in the fishbowl, laying on his side, on the couch, reading stuff and doing computer work. He is such a fixture that I was like, hey, are there any students that could print out a 3D printed miniature so that he could live here forever? Alas, I haven't found one yet. But my favorite thing has been watching Patrick's abhorrence shift. When we started, Patrick loathed school. it was the worst thing in the entire universe, and the fact that he was forced to engage in our trivial learning experiences was unacceptable. He'd put up an incredibly strong protest for years until he found something to despise more: AI. He's been so focused on despising AI that he started earning good grades. He goes above and beyond. He'll be earning an A in block due to some significant research and a community action project, and perhaps the best operetta performance elevating Pope Leo's encyclical on the support of the death of AI. Heartwarming educational moment. Patrick, Crest will miss you. I will miss you. I wish you the best of luck next year at Bellevue College. Ava Tang. Ava is easily one of the most knowledgeable students I've worked with. She's a deep thinker, well-read, her analysis is sharp, and her values are transparent. You would think this would lead to great school success, but it's been a real challenge. High school attendance and work completion have been a significant obstacle for Ava, and this graduation is a testament to growth and overcoming personal challenges. In the process of this, she'd like to thank parents, her teachers and therapists for their support in this process. But for all of those challenges, Ava's like an absolute joy to have in a social studies class. This is especially true in a class like Crest Block, where students often have voice and choice in what they learn. This means that we regularly stray away from the limitations of textbooks, and students choose what they want. And Ava has this incredible knack to chime in with authoritative knowledge on basically everything that we could possibly talk about. I'll be having a conversation with a student about the transition in power between the Ottoman Empire into the British Mandate of Palestine, and Ava will drop a necessary piece of understanding that I had not yet brought up. I'll turn to another student to be talking about economic theory and its relationship to the Vietnam conflict. And Ava will remind us about the critical elements of understanding Marxism, how they played into the Cold War. And she never does this in a way to show off how smart she is. She's just wanting to be part of an interesting conversation because this world is fascinating. Always humble, Ava brings the sharp insights and nuanced understandings a 21st century desperately needs. Ava will be taking a gap year next year, but it is my sincere hope that you return to academics. I want to hear your dissertations, I want to attend your lectures, I want to read your books. Ava, congratulations. Jennifer Blazer, you have to public speak.
It's my least favorite part of the year. And I'm also going to pass off my first student to Miss Jeannie Bickett. That's my favorite part of the year, passing it off.
I am so honored to come up and be able to speak about Miss Emily Azos. Emily, can you come up and join us? Emily is someone whose growth throughout high school has been truly remarkable, truly impressive. She has become more confident, poised, and independent. She's willing to advocate for herself and for others. One area where she has grown the most, and it's significant because it is hard to reach out to other people for Emily at first, but she has grown in collaboration. It's tough to work with others, especially when environments are new and expectations are different, but Emily has pursued skills with determination, and she is able to share her voice and she is able to actively listen to other people and to contribute to a team effort. Emily has, well, you probably know she is deeply creative. Her interest in animation and in visual storytelling has given her a platform to express herself and to imagine what is possible. She doesn't give up when something feels challenging. It has been amazing to watch her pursue something that she loves. She keeps showing up, she keeps learning, and she continues to grow. And I think this bodes well for her success in a field whose pioneer Walt Disney once said, "We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." I can't wait to see where these paths lead Emily as she starts her new adventures. Congratulations, Emily.
Back to me again. I am not the best public speaker, but here I am. The first person I'm going to call up here is RJ. If you've ever received a random gift that made absolutely no sense, but somehow ended up being exactly what you needed, it was probably from RJ. RJ has a real talent for finding the most unusual snacks and pens and sharing them with people around them. These small gestures always show up at the right time and bring humor to my day. RJ is also well known for their fit checks. Whether it was a new hoodie, outfit, or shoes, they're always put together. They even managed to get Mr. Wool to participate in a fit check, which I don't know where he went, but I wanted to see his fit today, which says a lot about their outgoing personality and their ability to bring people together. I didn't put this in my notes, but we also have done runways in my classroom where we have shown off our fits. Beyond that, RJ is naturally charismatic and attentive to the people around them. They have a way of making others feel seen, included, and valued, whether it is through conversation, humor, or just their presence. That kind of energy is something that is not something that you can teach. It's something that they naturally bring into a room. They are also a natural leader. I've told you that a million times, you need to remember that. And they make sure to go out of their way to help those who need it most. They've overcome many obstacles this year, and it has shown their grit and determination. RJ, as you move forward, you will do great things. Congratulations and best wishes. It's sometimes a mystery how we assign speakers for people, and sometimes it's definitely not a mystery. So I think that everyone in the room probably assumes that I'm going to be calling up the next person. Anyone want to take a guess? No one?
Obviously.
Hi, Yura. I've had Yura as a student, well, lots of these students, but Yura has been a student with me since 9th grade, and it's hard to imagine that we're even standing here today. Time has gone by fast, faster than sometimes we imagine it to go. I feel like it may have been gone slow for you as you're like trudging through each year thinking you want to graduate, but as I look back on it, I feel like it's just about as right by. Yura is someone who commits to the things that he believes in and follows through with determination and effort. When I have needed help with our class or our community, he has consistently shown up and found that he can be counted on to support others. Oftentimes he helps me more than I think I help him. He's been a student athlete and a unified leader. Through unified sports, Yura has participated and been a dependable team member and a positive presence. He contributes not only through participation, but by supporting others, encouraging his teammates, and helping the group function effectively as a team. Yura also brings personality and energy outside of the classroom. He loves cars, and he can tell you anything you want to know about them. He's always excited to talk about them, and is definitely ready to get a car of his own. He is planning to pursue a career in culinary arts. He loves to cook and share foods with others. For anyone who's attended our Crest potlucks, he's always excited to bring in new foods. As you continue to move into the next stages of life, continue to bring that same focus and effort you have shown here. You will definitely be missed in our classroom, in our community, and on the field. Congratulations and best wishes for your future. That's one reason why I'm not the best speaker. The next person up here is Janelle Honeycutt.
I have the privilege of speaking about Zach Swendrowski. So the first thing you notice about Zach is his height. He stands head and shoulders above most people, making him hard to miss. But what truly makes Zach stand out isn't how tall he is, it's the size of his heart. Zach is the perfect example of a gentle giant. Despite his impressive stature, he carries himself with kindness, humility, and respect for everyone around him. He's always willing to lend a hand, offer encouragement, or simply be there when a friend needs support. What makes Zach even more admirable is his determination. School has not always come easily to you. You face challenges along the way. Yet you have never allowed these obstacles to define you. Instead, you meet each day with perseverance, resilience, and a willingness to keep moving forward. You work hard, stay committed, and consistently give your best effort. That same determination is evident in everything he does. Zach has been a member of the Mercer Island High School water polo team for 4 years, where he earned the nickname Big Z. He has also participated in unified football, basketball, and soccer. One of his most impressive accomplishments, in my opinion, came as part of the water polo team when he completed the annual lake swim, where you swim from Mercer Island across Lake Washington to Seattle, and then run all the way back. Whether he's in the pool, crossing a lake, competing on a field or court, or working in the classroom, Zach understands that success isn't about being the fastest or the strongest. It's about showing up, giving your best effort, and refusing to give up. His character reminds us that true strength is not measured by size, but by kindness, integrity, and the way we treat others. He shows us that it is possible to be strong and gentle, confident and humble, hardworking and compassionate, all at the same time. Today we celebrate Zach, who stands tall in more ways than one. His height may catch your attention, but it's his character that earns your respect. Please join me in congratulating one of my favorite gentle giants, Zach. And now, Elise. Oh, sorry. You get the certificate.
and rather ambivalent, and he was pretty hard to get any sort of personal interest or really much information at all out of. It made for some really interesting student-led conferences the first year or two. And it was actually his sophomore year, towards the end of the sophomore year, when it came out from his father at the student-led conference that they go diving regularly in the Puget Sound. A fact I did not know until he was 3/4 of the way through the marine science class that I teach. While we slowly chipped away at Will's layers and learned some of his personality and got to see him grow as a person, we got to see some really amazing growth. And throughout his years in high school, Will quietly tried many things and found that buying into the community around him wasn't so bad after all. When asked what his advice to future students would be, he said, "Get comfortable here, because the building is much more worthwhile when you make yourself at home." I kind of interpret that as getting comfortable with the place and saying, maybe this ain't so bad. And as we saw Will go through his years in high school, he saw so much success, we saw so much thought, empathy, and growth, and Will found so much passion and voice, especially in the last year or so, which fills me with so much joy for his future. Right now, Will is planning to work and save to move out on his own, to continue growing with some independence, and I can't wait to see what he accomplishes, because I know he is going to do great things, and I hope you come back and tell us all about them. Okay, so the rest of the speaking about kids is going to also include an award. And because I teach the horticulture class, which is kind of segmented to its own award, I would love to have Thomas come up and join me as an amazing student. And also the recipient of our first award of the ceremony. I was reminiscing with Thomas earlier this morning that as I looked back through his academic history, I was shocked that he only took class with me last year and this year. I have had him grow so many amazing things in horticulture over the last 2 years, and he has become such a fixture in the program that I genuinely was shocked he had only been part of it for 2 years. In that time, Thomas's careful determination and attentive work, his intentionality with his observations, bringing so many different concerns, thoughts, questions to my attention, things that I didn't even notice until he brought them up to help keep our greenhouse functioning, to keep it healthy, and to give me ideas on how we could improve our workflow and our organization. While Thomas has gone through many iterations of what he may want to do in the future, I know that he has the skills to do anything he wants, because I have seen them shining over the last 2 years. And it is because of his work ethic, resourcefulness, and his steady influence of just being present, showing up, and getting the job done, that I knew he was the perfect choice for this year's DIRT Award. An award given to students who exemplify the following: dedication to the program development and success. This person shows a true personal investment in the course, attends class regularly, contributes their ideas, and follows with execution on projects. Thomas has gone above and beyond and even come in during breaks to help keep the fish and the plants alive. Impact to the classroom community. Shows up with a consistent compassion and respect for all aspects of horticulture, and is demonstrated by a positive attitude. Thomas has shown up and worked hard every single day, and he has let me know if he is not feeling 100% on the day and told me how he can still be productive. Something that I appreciate so much and will help him so much in the future. Responsible for their work and taking pride in the quality of work produced, showing maturity when asked to handle large projects, supervise groups, and can be trusted to complete all tasks assigned. Thomas is like one of the only students that I can give like 3 words to, and he decodes it and figures out what I want him to do in the greenhouse and does it better than I would have. Teamwork, the ability to work in any of the horticulture job crews, working on various types of jobs within the class and lead groups to complete their tasks. While Thomas has not always been the loudest mentor, his impact is felt with every student in the class, and he has had a quiet leadership that I saw even last year as he was taking horticulture for the first time. It is genuinely my honor to present you with our DIRT Award for the year. Would you mind grabbing it behind all those bags there? The big, yeah. And as we congratulate Thomas, I did also, I want to note that as we talked about what Thomas really kind of wants to give for the next group of students coming through high school, that building relationships with someone that you can help, that you can count on to help you get through tough times. He would like to give a shout out to Miss Rogers for helping him get through some of those tough times, but sending that message of building relationships and connections, and that can help you get through a lot. So it is my absolute pleasure, Thomas, to give you your certificate and your golden shuffle. Next up, Carrie's going to come back.
So, the Linda Holt Award is given annually to a Crest senior who exemplifies the following qualities: a true supporter of Crest and the Crest community, makes things happen behind the scenes, has a calming presence, is accepting and non-judgmental, is subtle in actions and deep in character, and is consistently present. Nova, I could just stop here. We could just walk away, but you know I've got more to say, right? Okay. So Nova, I don't know if you remember the personal essay you wrote about stars and your telescope, but I do. So I went and looked it up. You started with how you longed to understand them, how they came into being, what made them sparkle, and what made them burn with an unmatched fury. And you finished by saying you had learned to keep the telescope pointed up as long as you can, and how to show others the world above us. I hope you see the metaphor. You know how to look closely, how to magnify what others overlook, and how to share what you find. Your journey at Crest has been one of creating inclusive, safe spaces for your community. From the shy, quiet freshman to the courageous senior that you are today, it has been a pleasure and an honor to witness your growth. You are known for your energetic spirit, but the truest leadership from Nova has been behind the scenes. A consistent, calming presence offering support and guidance to your peers, navigating their own paths, a reliable anchor in both academic and social circles inside and beyond these walls. The presence of Nova reflects a deep integrity and a non-judgmental nature that builds bridges where others might see barriers. The determination and grit that Nova's developed on mountain bike trails have translated seamlessly into community work. Whether through a well-timed moment of humor or a quiet act of support, you demonstrate a profound depth of character. Your passion shines through in how you uplift and amplify others' voices, and in the courage you found to speak up for what you believe in yourself. You've never just kept the telescope pointed up. You've turned it outward too, helping people around you to see what you That is no small thing. By showing up and pursuing what is right with quiet resolve, you leave Crest having made a lasting positive change in the lives of those around you, and in mine as well. I wish you the best of luck as you head off to Western to study engineering. Be sure to keep in touch and always wear a helmet on those bike trails.
I almost forgot the award.
I got to see Linda Holt the other day. Did this turn off?
I probably did, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I got to see Linda Holt the other day. She came into town. She lives in Palm Springs now, but came back together and brought together all the former Crest staff members that taught here between the 1970s and the early 2000s that are still alive. Nova, that's a well-deserved award. Our last award is for what we call the Founders Award, in honor of the 4 founders of Crest Learning Center: Karen Hagan, Patty North, Dottie Roberts, and Michael Hagan. This award was created in the spring of 2002 to be given annually to a senior who exemplifies the following qualities: has displayed an independent spirit, has successfully overcome difficulties, has demonstrated integrity and self-motivation, has shown appreciation and respect for the community, has achieved a degree of positive change in their life, has identified a path for their life after high school. Guy Burton. Guy Burton has displayed an independent spirit. Guy is a classic in this building for independence. The costumes, the inside jokes, and the genuinely unique special world that only Guy could explain. For example, other students rarely show up wearing a tuxedo and a top hat out of nowhere. Has successfully overcome difficulties. I don't know if you know this, but this world is not always kind to kids who see the world a little bit differently. And Guy literally sees the world a little bit differently. Vision has been a real challenge for Guy, who showed up as a 9th grader with Coke bottles for glasses. Look at him now! There's been other challenges too. Being a mixed-race kid on this island is not easy. Being a person who thinks in a very literal way in a world made up of shades of gray is not easy. Guy has demonstrated real grit and pushed through these challenges with kindness and eventually leadership. Guy has demonstrated integrity and self-motivation. Integrity is central to Guy's experience. This is a young person whose sense of right or wrong defined their experiences and their choices. As a teacher, getting Guy to step back and see shades of gray has actually been a real challenge because of the commitment to doing what's wrong or what's right has been such a strong driver in your life. Self-motivation has been seen in a way where Guy brings students together as, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but as Herbert the Snail, or a leader in this building. Guy's been the one making these moves, driven internally to make things happen. I know you're not Herbert anymore, though. That's why I can say it. Guy has definitely shown appreciation and respect for this community. This last year, maybe more like these last 5 months, something clicked in Guy that we want to recognize. Your awareness and appreciation have just been beaming. There's been a public display of gratitude that all of us being the staff, have appreciated. Your integrous leadership and your commitment to this community have brought so many in a positive direction. Guy has achieved a degree of positive change in their life. I think all of these accomplishments can be seen as positive change. And it's your identified path at Bellevue College where you're going to study business management, where we know that you're going to be successful, likely rich. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you guys, and it is an absolute honor to give you the Crest Founders Award. We have 4 students who would like to share some words. Chloe Bing.
Oh.
Let's get it over with. Let's do it. You got this.
Go Chloe.
I'm gonna try and do this without crying. No promises. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chloe Bang, and it is an honor to stand here in front of you today as a class of 2026 graduate of Mercer Island High School. But if I'm being honest, that's not really why we're here today. We're here to celebrate the graduates of Crest Learning Center, you guys. And personally, I think it's even better than going to high school. Today isn't about us. It's about celebrating the community that has supported us, helped us, challenged us, and grown into the people that we are today. Before I begin, I want to congratulate my fellow graduates. We made it. There were times when graduation felt like it was a million miles away. And yet somehow we're all here still. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how it's already graduation day. I feel like I was just stressing about homework assignments and projects last week. First, I want to say thank you. Graduation is often seen as an individual accomplishment, but the truth is that none of us got here alone. Before I want to thank anyone else, I want to thank my family. Oh. Oh my God. Thank you for your love, your support, patience, and encouragement throughout my journey. You stood by me during the good times and the difficult times, and you always remind me to keep moving forward. Goodness me, I would not be standing here today without you guys, and I'm incredibly grateful for everything you have done for me. I also want to thank my friends and you guys over there, and you guys in the corner. Thank you for the laughs, the memories, and always being there when I needed support. Oh my goodness. You guys make Crest a better community than just a place to learn and attend classes. And let's be honest, a lot of you deserve an honorary counseling certificate because of the amount of advice that you guys have given me over the years. I also want to thank the alumni of Crest. I know there's a couple of you guys. You helped create the culture and the community that makes this program so special. Your example showed us what was possible and helped us create a place where students can feel supported, accepted, and encouraged to be themselves. Most importantly, I want to thank all my counselors and teachers here at the Crest High School. High school was not always easy for me. There were times when I wasn't sure what my future would look like. During those moments, Crest became more than just a school. It became a place where I felt supported, understood, and encouraged to keep going. This program has helped me through one of the hardest times of my life. It just encouraged me to keep going, or hardest periods of high school experience. The people here believed in me when I wasn't always sure that I believed in myself. And that is something I'll never forget. To my counselors, thank you for answering my nonstop questions, constant yapping, and random drop-ins, and occasionally reminding me about deadlines that I may or may not have forgotten about. As we celebrate today, I want to leave a message for the rising classes and students who will come after us. Please take care of this program. Keep it alive for as long as you can. Crest is more than a school. It's a community. It's a place where students can find support, build connections, and grow into the people who they want to become. I know I am not the only person who feels that way. There are students who will come after us, who will need this community just as much as I did. So continue to support one another, continue to show kindness, continue to make Crest a place where everyone feels welcome. Protect what makes this community so special so future students can benefit from it just like I have. To my fellow graduates, again, we should all be proud of how far we've come. Every challenge, every setback, every success, all the countless hours we spent on homework and projects and complaining about it has brought us to this moment. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, I hope we can carry with us the lessons we learned here to support each other, keep growing, and never underestimate the impact a strong community can have on someone's life. Thank you, Crest Learning Center. Thank you to the high school. Thank you to my friends, my family, the counselors, the staff, and the alumni for helping me get here. And to the class of 2026, we survived the assignments, the deadlines, and all the times we said, I'll do it later. Somehow it all worked out. Thank you, and congratulations. Graduation, but even as a 3-year student who didn't end up doing her senior year here, I have thought constantly about my Crest experience, even though I wasn't here during it. I spent my senior year at the high school, and as much as I miss Crest, everything that I did at the high school was from a foundation of Crest, especially from the 4 pillars: grit, when I surprisingly passed my pre-calc class, my healthy relationships with my Crest friends and my high school friends. They are the reason why I'm able to stand on this stage with the alumni. Huge shout out to the alumni. They are amazing. And then community, the Crest community is amazing. They're, I think, as echoing what Chloe said, just take care of it. It is the most valuable thing I've accumulated over my high school career. And then fun. I mean, a good example of fun is all of my banter with Ms. Thompson. I'd like to highlight Ms. Thompson. I have had the pleasure of having you for 4 years. You met me, as I said, and you said, an immature, sarcastic freshman that would constantly fight back on doing work and would not push to go above and beyond. I still do the bare minimum most of the time. But now I actually listen to your feedback when you tell me to do better, and I keep applying it, and I am so glad that I got to finish off my high school with you as my English teacher. And Patrick, thank you for constantly pushing me to become a better student, for constantly pushing back on my complaining, for telling me to kind of just shut up and do it, because sometimes I really needed to be told that. Most importantly, and the people that have been there throughout my entire life, my parents, who are sitting in the back right now, they are everything to me. They have supported me throughout everything. They have pushed me beyond what I thought was possible, and they are the reason why I'm able to stand here and talk to you guys about graduating, because they have continued to believe in me even when I have not believed in myself. A word to the lower classmen, but especially to Shay, who's in the crowd, my favorite sophomore, no offense to anyone else. You can become so much if you just keep listening to your teachers. Trust me, I did not, and it kicked me in the butt. You are going to become so great. And to the rest of the class, we are going to keep doing great things, and I am so happy to be staying with you guys. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Phoenix, and I'm honored to stand here today as we celebrate our graduation from Crest. First, I want to thank our families, teachers, staff, and everyone who supported us along the way. None of us got here alone. Every person in this room had helped us become the people we are today. I would especially want to thank my case manager, Jennifer Blazer, for the support and encouragement you gave me, even though with my behavior it was like pretty hard. I'm grateful you made like a big difference in my life, and I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't of you. And it's not only for me. I feel like all those kids, like Zach, like we wouldn't be here, like, because it's like you made like a big difference. One of the most important parts of my high school experience was being on unified sports since my freshman year. Through unified sports, I learned the value of teamwork, inclusion, leadership, and friendship. It gave me some of my favorite memories and introduced me to amazing people who helped shape the person I am today. When I look back on my time in high school, I won't just remember the classes or assignments, I'll remember friendships. My friends were there during the good days and the difficult ones. We laughed together, supported each other, and created memories that will always stay with me for the rest of my life. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I also want to thank my girlfriend. High school would have not been same without her. We have been through a lot together in the last year, and I'm grateful for every moment we have shared. Thank you for supporting me during the difficult times, the good moments with me, and always being there for me when I needed someone. Your love, encouragement, and belief in me have meant more than I can put into the words. I'm thankful for everything we have experienced together and for all the memories we continue to make. High school taught me that life is not always easy. There will be successes, failures, challenges, and unexpected changes. But every experience teaches us something valuable and it helps us grow into stronger people. Today is not just the end of a high school, it's the beginning of a new chapter. Some of us are going to college, some are starting careers, some are going to join the military, and some are still figuring out what comes next. No matter where we go, I hope we carry the lessons we learn. Thank you, Crest, for memories, the lessons, and the opportunities. Thank you to the teachers, staff, and my family members who helped us reach this moment. Finally, congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Hi. Crest is a school built on tradition, and today I'd like to start one. So, Shay, come up here. Shay, with my advising on CSR this year, you have been a huge help, and you've done so much for this community. But the time has come for this year where I must fully pass the torch down to you. So, let us. Cheers. Cheers.
Okay, it's hard to follow that up. Thank you all for being here today. It's been our great privilege to have your children with us. Some of you 4 years, some a little less time, but all great. And it's been such a joy to watch all of you grow into the young people you have become. And I have loved every morning seeing you come through the building. It's like they have no choice with a single entry building. So they're going to have my eyes on them and a good morning no matter what. And we're going to miss you guys. So please drop in and come see us occasionally, okay? We'd love to see you and hear how you're doing. And Patrick mentioned he told you about your gift bags over there. And we're going to take seniors out for a group photo, but we'd like to invite our senior families to head on into the kitchen. We have a whole team of students who are making lunch for you. And so senior families and seniors first, because they have to get onto an assembly, and then everybody else kind of follow up from there, okay? So seniors, let's go